Welcome back, it's 9, and today I have a couple topics to discuss with you guys about the PlayStation 5, Ratchet and Clank, and some weird stuff happening with Sony's Spider-Man Miles Morales game. But before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the video a ton. Now let's get right into it with the first article that comes from PSU.com titled "Unverified Image Appears to Show PlayStation 5 in Production for Holiday 2020. An unverified leaked photo from what appears to be the inside of a manufacturing plant for Sony's PlayStation 5 console would seem to show the first PS5 production unit coming off the line. Though the leaked photo has had its authenticity verified by an industry insider, Sony Interactive Entertainment has yet to make any official comment at this stage. Equally, further analysis by the community would also suggest that the image is legitimate, lending further credence to the fact that since the PlayStation 5 reveal last week, Sony appears to have manufactured one of the largest game consoles ever made. So we actually have the image available to us, and I'll have that on screen for us. And wow, this console looks pretty big. I gotta say, it's definitely much larger than I expected it to be. Is that the biggest deal in the world? Probably not, as long as it means cooler console, you know, quiet fans, all that, which is the biggest deal, especially after coming off of the PS4 Pro, which is really loud when it comes to playing damn near anything. So this is probably, the world's biggest console. That's quite interesting. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think about this picture in the comments. I do believe it's real. I definitely don't have any doubt in my mind that this image is valid and it is legitimate, but wow, it is quite big. I'm actually surprised just how big it is. Maybe we'll feel differently once we see it in person. Although, as I say, as long as the console runs cool, and it does its job, I can get past the fact that it is, bigger than the typical PlayStation console. And that's what matters most, is that it performs the way it's supposed to and that it's quiet. You guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this. But on to the next topic, and we're talking about how Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is taking advantage of the PS5, and this comes from pushsquare.com. Speaking about the PS5 controller, Smith describes it as tailor-made for the popular franchise. The amount of tactile feedback that you get when you are using weapons it makes them feel way more powerful, and it also lets you know how the weapon is behaving according to the developer. The Enforcer shotgun is a great example of this. As you're moving your finger down halfway, you can fire one barrel. If you pull it all the way down, you can fire both barrels. But all along the way, you can feel the difference between the tension tightening up, and it just makes all of our weapons much more immersive and powerful feeling, he continued. And there's 3D audio, of course. This really is a fundamental experience between listening to a television set and going out into the middle of a forest, Smith said. It brings you into these worlds in a way that we've never been able to do before. And again, this continues to tell us just how many layers there are to the PlayStation 5 experience, with the 3D audio, the DualSense controller, and of course, the SSD that comes inside the PlayStation 5. So this is just a reiteration, really, of just how immersive the PS5 platform is going to be. And this is coming from another developer that, well, of course, is making Ratchet and Clank, and we know they're working on 2 other Spider-Man games. And we're going to see this with GT7. We've already heard that. We know that Horizon's going to have that as well. I'm really curious to see if third-party developers are going to take advantage of these features in the DualSense controller, just because are they willing to put in that extra effort on one platform that they're not necessarily going to be able to put in with other platforms? And that's something that remains to be seen, as I don't think we have any developers that aren't owned by Sony or don't have a deal to make an exclusive title for Sony that will be taking advantage of this. But we'll see. I guess eventually, at least the launch titles, if any, are going to take advantage of this, and then maybe down the road. But we'll see what happens. We're getting close to the launch, and it's only a matter of time till we find out the rest of the details. But on to the last topic, coming from pushsquare.com, titled Weirdness. Sony Spider-Man PS5 trailer pulled from YouTube due to gameloft copyright claim. So if you're not familiar with Gameloft, they're a French mobile games publisher, and PlayStation is way, way, way bigger than them. I'm not sure what happened there, and it doesn't seem like there's much information on what happened, but having a copyright claim on your channel, even if you're PlayStation, is a pretty big deal, right? I mean, if you get 3 claims, that's it, game over. Your channel gets deleted, essentially, is what happens. And I don't imagine it'll take long to clear this up, just because we're talking about PlayStation being as big as it is. And it's kind of weird. I just don't understand what happened, because PlayStation owns Spider-Man, Sony owns Spider-Man. So it doesn't even make sense where gameloft would be able to even claim anything. So I'm assuming it's got to be some sort of mistake, some misunderstanding. There's no way. Even the music that was in there could not be owned by gameloft. That doesn't even make sense. So it's got to be a mistake. And they took down a video that had over 10 million views. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Does gameloft have any right to take that down? Maybe I'm missing something and you guys know. As always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Share this video with a friend, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.